You know, there's something just magical and really special about authenticity. And that authenticity not being so much Dijak as it is being Eddie Thorpe. This is somebody who is beginning to make a name for himself when they bring back that underground, Raw Underground on NXT, where Eddie Thorpe made his debut for NXT. There's something very special, and I've been wanting to talk about Eddie Thorpe for quite some time, because what I want to point out is that they have, the way WWE is handling him makes me so happy, makes me feel for him. What the match that they had between Dijak and Eddie Thorpe last night on NXT, it was physical, it was believable. I'm starting, and it's really helping getting both guys over, because I'm not so sure about the character of Dijak. I really like Dijakovic a lot better, and it's unfortunate that Vince McMahon had destroyed the Dijakovic. I know I just said his name. Hey, you know, I'm not perfect. But he kind of destroyed Dijakovic's persona when him and Keith Lee both went to the main roster. He would become T-Bar and would just be buried. I mean, more than buried. But when Eddie Thorpe came into the picture and Dijak started going after Eddie Thorpe, I was kind of on the fence because I didn't know who Eddie Thorpe was. But my God, have they figured him out. And by God, have they figured out a way to make us care about both these characters in this rivalry. As always, if you like the video, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. I want to know your comments about how do you feel about Eddie Thorpe, the character, or Dijakovic for that matter, Dijak. Last night we saw that the family was there. And that little girl that's kind of blocked off by the mother is right around here. She really stole the show. It's things like that when you can get kids involved and they don't know what's real or what isn't, and they make you believe and they make you feel for a character. There's something magical about it. There's nothing cruel about it, because I'm sure Eddie Thorpe told her that everything was okay after the match was over. I'm sure the family was there to console her and say, hey, everything's all right. Eddie Thorpe would go on and get the win. But what really has sold me on Eddie Thorpe is he's representing his heritage, that Native American heritage, in a respectable, modern way. From his entrance, where he comes out and he's doing the dance, the war dance, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know, and I'm not going to act like I know to the correct term for it, the correct terminology. But it really got me thinking of, like, if Vince McMahon was still in control, and I am not a Vince McMahon hater. There's a lot of things that Vince McMahon has done that I really enjoy, and there's a lot of respect that I have for Vince McMahon for what he's done for the business. But he always had a bad habit when he got someone who was Native American or from a different ethnicity, a different race. I can't say both words because I can't say ethnicity, obviously, and I can't say my or, so you're gonna have to figure it out. They would have done the headdress. They would have done the very stereotypical, borderline racist thing. But with Eddie Thorpe, with Shawn Michaels and Triple H being in control of everything right now, they're allowing him, you can definitely tell that he's had his own personal touch on this character and has made this character to represent the Native American heritage that is in his blood and to honor it. I don't have a lot to say today, but I do want to say that they have a story on their hand, and this rivalry between Dijak and Eddie Thorpe, and it keeps escalating. You just did a strap match, so I don't know what would be next, whether it would be a steel cage or if NXT would ever do a Hell in a Cell match, which I think would be tremendous if they could do a Hell in a Cell match on NXT. You have to escalate it. And the beatdown that Eddie Thorpe took last night, I'm feeling it today. I wasn't even in there, but I'm like, ooh, doggy, he got whipped like a redheaded stepchild. No offense to the redheads out there, but some of you know what I'm talking about. So I'm really digging. It's just these little things on NXT that makes NXT a must-watch show, because you are getting to see these characters begin to strive. There's going to be misses, but there's going to be a lot of hits. And NXT is the developmental brand. They don't shy away from that. So it is a chance for people to get over. And I'm happy neither one of these guys got hit with the WWE releases here recently, and that they both still have a job. Keep doing what you're doing, Eddie Thorpe, because I'm telling you right now, you're about to be a star, son. That North American title would make a lot of sense for you when the time comes.